Alright, so there's been a couple of change of plans right now. Well, what I'm gonna do first is let you guys know what's gonna happen now. Also, some of you probably have noticed that I am recording differently now. That is because I do not have my phone anymore. My phone pretty much got messed up because the screen does not work anymore. Like pretty much it's unresponsive from the top part of the screen. The lower part of the screen still works somewhat, but I'm not gonna be getting a new phone probably until like next year. But my dad is gonna fix it for me. But yeah, that's pretty much why I'm recording it with a different phone. This is the one I had for like stored up because I broke this one before, but I made my dad fix it and now it's here and I'm using it now. Well, obviously you guys already noticed that I have not been uploading DDLC for almost like 2.5 weeks or like almost 3 weeks now. Oh my god, it's been tighter than I thought it was going to be. I had never decided to make up time for YouTube lately, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop anyway. So to put it simply, I'm gonna continue uploading obviously, but there's gonna be a few change of plans. Some of you already know that I was planning on uploading DDLC Plus. Well, that's not gonna happen until I get my PC, which I'm getting for my birthday on August 19th. But and also because I feel like if I were to run it on this, it would like lead to performance issues and recording errors. Because this is a school laptop, don't expect much from it. But that's all I wanted to point out. There isn't really anything else I am missing other than me having to point that out. But we might as well just get back to it because I also want to skim through this as fast as possible so at least we can be over with it until August 19th, like before August 19th, so I won't have to deal with this anymore. Because like I said, I obviously love this mod, but I want to skim through it because obviously we already did the Sayori ending, so we pretty much know most of the dialogue. But we also gotta like we gotta skim through it, but we also gotta like read carefully because we're probably gonna be missing out on a lot of stuff that we forgot about or that is new. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please support Doki Doki Literature Club. How much money do you need, Dan Savato? Okay, guys, welcome back to DDLC Blue Skies. We're gonna go back to where we left off because we are trying to rush it. Let's see where we last leave off on. June 29th. It's about to be June 27th. I mean, July 27th. God, I am not paying attention to this as much as I should have. Let's see, where do we leave off on? Tuesday, June 29th. Friday, June 25th. Yep, has to be this one. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was surprisingly fun. I thought food was stressful. Oh yeah, I'm trying to skim through this as fast as I can because I do not want to waste anyone's time. And I don't want to waste too much of my time because I got stuff to do too, man. I already know I wouldn't be able to write the equality of those, but I do my best. Anyone who's really talented. Well, the girls on this. Across the room, so you and Monica happily chatting again. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. I never realized how HD this looked. They since sheets of paper sharing respective poems. As I watch Natsuki breeze through Yuri's poem, her eyes skipping through all the words. Meanwhile, Yuri stares at the pair with hands smiling sadly. Natsuki really hands Yuri coming back. Here, I'm done. Oh, already? Yeah, it's not like it was super hard to read. I'm not illiterate, you know. Yeah, that's Natsuki for you. It's hard for me to understand at least. I just want to make sure you caught up all the figurative language that I employed. Yeah, I did. It was fancy. Oh, thanks. However, I believe you enjoy it more if you look deeper into it. I enjoy it plenty already. Anyways, are you finished with my poem then? Yes, yours is... Oh no, you shouldn't have said that. Cute. Didn't you learn anything from our conversation yesterday? You look shocked. Regret seeping into her expression. Seems like both girls hold their own prejudices. I guess that's how you say it. Despite whatever common ground they have. How can it be cute? You're standing there thinking that I haven't read your poem when it's really you who hasn't read my poem. It's clearly about the push and the pull between giving up and trying hard. That expression. This is why I sometimes say when people call Natsuki cute, because she'll end up getting mad at you back. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Well, maybe you should look deeper into my poem. Ooh. That's kind of interesting because yeah, Natsuki pretty much used Yuri's logic against her. Because I use the type of language on purpose. I see. But if I may give a suggestion, these more involved subject matters may be better suited to more complex diction. The art of poetry is deeply intertwined with. Look, I know what you're trying to do, but it won't work on me. I'm sorry, but I don't quite understand. Oh, come on, Yuri, you sound like a toddler. The kind of thing that only works on amateurs like me. Wow. Ouch, I don't like where this conversation is headed. Writing in this way doesn't make you cool or smart, okay? It just makes you look super pretentious. If you write with theorists open next to you, you're just going to alienate everyone. I don't even know how to say that. Using all these big words make up lack of depth. Poetry isn't about impressing people, so you can just stop. The music just cut. This right here. So you can just stop. Poetry isn't about impressing people. Well, I have to agree on her on that one because it's not about that. It's pretty much just about how you feel and how you want to express yourself. Isn't that right? Right? I say Wiley and Monica and Sayuri, who have also fallen silent. God, the silence is like... Oh my god. They stare back at me, looking unsure what to do. I'm guessing that they don't usually have any arguments in the club, although tensions between Natsuki and Yuri already seem kind of high. Lack of depth. Yeah, that's right. So if I can give some suggestions now. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I really must ask. Yes, this one. And obviously that expression on Yuri's face. What makes you believe that I'll accept your advice after you've been so rude to me? Huh, rude? That was just blunt honesty. Do you ever consider what other people don't hold on the same opinion as you? What are you trying to say? Oh no. Do I really need to spell that out for you? Yes, you do. I want to see if you're really going there. The irony. I dare you to say it. Yuri gives a small laugh of disbelief. I must thank you, Natsuki. I've never been this angry in my life. It's actually giving me the courage to speak up. Is this why you're angry all the time? Uh-oh, please help me out here, man. I mean, Sayori, you shouldn't. This doesn't involve you. Oh my god, no. I remember this right here. It was supposed to be Monica, but here in the mod it's actually Sayori. Oh no. Sayori, please don't remind me of my moment. So this is your moment to shine or something? Strange thing to take pride in, don't you think? No. This is my moment to finally speak my mind. Well, I still have the strength to. Yuri... Natsuki, have you realized how selfish you are? Suddenly, Yuri seems to be overpowering everyone else in the room. What? Everything always needs to go your way. You always jump to conclusions and make rash decisions without regard for the consequences. And it's never your fault, is it? You don't know me. The amount of high school girls that say that line is annoying. No? You don't know me either. And yet you spoke it as if you knew everything about me. Quite simply, you don't. The very fact you don't think that your blunt honesty was incredibly rude just goes to show how narrow-minded you truly are. Oh God, I always forgot how intense their arguments would turn out to be. Seizing her moment, Yuri boldly carries on, disdain dripping from her each word. I know it must be difficult, a difficult concept for you to understand, but the whole world doesn't revolve around you and your manga. So tell me, why should I take advice from someone who can only see their own perspective? She's a menace. Everyone knows it. Monica, Sayori, even me. Don't you remember how hostile you were when Mello he first joined us? I wasn't being hostile. We haven't had a new member in a long time. Sorry, not sorry for keeping on my toes. And that's how I talk to everyone, not just to Mello. Am I supposed to change my whole personality to cater to how you think I should be? If I had a problem with my jokes, well, if damn it, I misclicked. If Mello had a problem with my jokes, he can tell me. You don't get to speak for him. Actually, this is true because kids nowadays can't take a joke. You don't need to speak for him. Yuri closes her eyes and shakes her head, carrying on as if she didn't hear the outburst. Do you really expect every new member to be able to speak up so easily? Not everyone is as unafraid of being a brutish cretin as you. What? The rest of us were so excited to have a new member, but that thought never crossed your mind. No, you just let your own selfish thoughts dictate your behavior. Selfish? They weren't You could have scared them off. That might have even been when you wanted. But what about the rest of us? I just explained myself, for God's sake. But as per usual, you aren't listening. You know, for someone who's been ranting about how narrow-minded I am, you're pretty intolerant yourself. There, I used the big word. Do I sound like Shakespeare yet? Am I worthy of your attention now? Ouch, both girls really have their claws out. Also, Monica and Sayori didn't have any issue with me yesterday. It's just you. Of course they did, Natsuki. They just didn't say anything. Monica's too responsible and Sayori's too kind. So why don't we ask Mello as the more unbiased spectator? Fine, Mello, who's right, me or Yuri? Ah, damn it! How did I get dragged into this in the first place? I don't even know what they want me to decide on at this point. Should I just ignore all the personal stuff and talk about their poetry? That's the start of the argument, after all. Please, I forgot. Do I make a choice here? Please tell me I can make a choice here. But it's not like I'm a good judge of writing quality, given that I'm just a beginner. I don't think it would be fair for me to take either side either. Especially since I'm new here. Maybe I should defer to one of the club's leaders. Of course, that's going to be my best friend. I being put on the spot like this, both Yuri and Natsuki are looking at me. While their hostility isn't aimed at me, I still feel like I'm the target for the anger in their eyes. Guys, I gulp nervously as a bead of sweat trickles down my neck. I'm really not the best judge at this. After all, I'm new, so I'm painfully aware of how weak my voice sounds. Neither girl looks impressed. Wow, real help you are. Natsuki, let me guess. Blah blah blah. You're being so rude. You're a broken record. You shut up. So you finally realize how insolent you are. You got there in the end. Well done. You're such a bit. I remember this. I remember what comes after. It's coming back to me. Oh, it's coming back to me. Oh no! Even though this is not the original game, it's still low key sad. We all stunned into silence. We never heard Sayori angry before, and Natsuki looks taken aback. Immediately, the anger of Sayori's face is replaced by a flood of tears. The anger giving way to sadness. Guys, enough of this, please. You're tearing apart this club. Please don't do this. I love this place so much, and you guys are both my friends. I don't know when people fight. It's horrible. This place means so much to me, and I know it means a lot to you guys as well. So please, can we stop arguing over who so is better? It doesn't even matter. You're both unique, and that's what counts. You and Natsuki are both looking incredibly ashamed of themselves. Yes, they should. Jesus Christ, these girls can never get along. I guess neither of them expected that their argument would hurt Sayori so much. That one raging fire has been snuffed out, replacing with smoldering embers. I really like your simple style, Natsuki. It's so nice to sit down and read a poem that springs to life. And I know the others do as well. Monica and I nod in earnest, putting a small smile on Natsuki's face. And Yuri, I'm amazed of how complex and deep your poems are. They're really in depth. But there's no need to argue whose style is better. You can't really compare them anyway. It depends on what mood you're in. She's right, guys. Sometimes you're just in the mood for something simple. Sometimes you might want something a bit more complex. It's like music or movies. People like a variety of things. You can't really say that you can't really say that comedy as a genre is better than action, can you? Yeah, you can't. But both types of appeal to different things. You wouldn't watch an action movie for the laughs, would you? No, of course not. Oh God, she's smiling. Oh God. Oh God. I look over to Sayori to give her a reassuring smile. She returns with a watery face on her own, rubbing her tears away. You said it, Mello. She turns to face Yuri and Natsuki once more. Now, you both said some stuff that was pretty mean, but I know neither of you meant it. Neither of you are narrow-minded. Although it would be nice for you to at least look at each other's stuff a bit more. So you can at least try to do that a little. Please, for me, for the club. I can't help but laugh as she puts on puppy dog eyes. I don't even think she realizes that the right time to use them. Sure, whatever. I'll try. Yuri takes a deep breath. Oh my God! Finally lifting her eyes off the floor. You're right, sorry. I'll also make more of an effort. Natsuki? What? Natsuki still looks quite defiant, as though expecting another insult from Yuri. I apologize for what I said. Your style has its own meritorious. Natsuki blinks as though slapped in the face. She clearly wasn't expecting an apology. It's fine, don't worry about it. Your style is... She diverts her eyes downwards once more. I guess what I'm trying to say your style is pretty well. I shouldn't have said that stuff. Me neither. There's an awkward silence. That's much better, guys. Thank you for putting the differences aside. We all really appreciate it. I'll go make us some tea. She rushes off as Natsuki wanders off to the closet. I glance over at Monica. She hasn't said a word throughout the whole argument, which surprised me. I should have been the one who said all of that. Why didn't you then? I winced at the words. I winced as the words even mouth. They sounded more accusatory than I would have liked. Well, I know I'm the leader and I run this club, but I'm not the greatest with people. I frown. If she isn't good with people, how can she run a club? She must have cut the confusion up on my face as she hastened to explain. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm fine with people. It's just their drama that I can't really deal with. Well, that's why you have Sayuri, right? Mm-hmm. She's really excellent. She's an excellent vice president, able to deal with conflict much better than I can. Which is pretty embarrassing, at least for me. That should have been my duty to deal with, not hers. I don't blame you, seriously. It was pretty tough to get involved. I could barely speak up. True. But that's exactly the sort of thing that a president should be able to deal with. She has a point, but I don't really blame her. Come on, Monica. Don't see it like that. You and Siri just have different strengths. That's all. I always thought of her as a little dizzy sometimes, but she definitely has a knack of social situations. Definitely. I'm very grateful to have her as my vice president. Well, the both of you really do a really good job running this place. I know that's a bit of an early assessment, but you do. You know, first impressions and all. She smells sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. You're too kind, Mo. I'm glad Sayori brought you along to the club. I really do hope you stick around. Don't worry, I will. Monica seems like such a genuine person, and she makes such a great person regardless of what she might think. Hopefully she'll be able to properly get to know her. Hopefully I'll be able to properly get to know her during the school year. Yet again, they did not they excluded a Monica ending for this month, which is sad. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poetry? I noticed that as she carefully avoids mentioning the argument that just occurred. Yes, you should avoid it. It was a lot of fun. Some moments were worth it. It was alright, mostly. Well, how about me? I actually really enjoyed myself. It seems I do like expressing myself through poetry a lot more than I initially thought. Everyone looks intently at me, the girl smiling at me. Damn! I'm never getting bitches. It was really cool getting to see everyone's different writing styles. That's awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and hopefully you learn something from us too. So your poems will turn out even better. Yeah. I think to myself a bit as I begin to pack up. Today I might actually learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, I'll be able to learn more about the girls as individuals through their themes and messages. And I noticed myself turning to Sayori. Hey Sayori, ready to walk home? Sure. Okay, see you guys tomorrow then. As we leave the clubroom, Sayori turns back to wave at the girls. I do the same. Nasuka smiles and quickly looks away to act like she doesn't care. Yuri awkwardly smiles and nods. As expected back from the school idol, Monica gives a friendly grin and waves back. As expected. Sorry, oh my god, I forgot how good this soundtrack for this Smart was. Sorry about what happened earlier. Hey, what do you mean? You know, between you and Natsuki, remember you told me yesterday that they sometimes bicker, but are all their arguments normally that bad? I feel a little guilty as I ask her, as I know she doesn't like talking about conflict. There's a slight dip in cheeriness of her voice as she replies, "No, not at all. They have their differences, but this is the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. They're both wonderful people, I promise you. You don't hate them or anything, do you?" "Oh, not at all. It's only normal for people to argue. I guess I was just curious. After all, you know them better than I do." Siri lets out a relieved sigh. "You know, Mello, it's been so nice seeing you lately. I didn't really think we'd spend so much time with one another again." "Yeah, tell me about it. It's been really fun hanging out again. I don't really know when we started drifting or why. I guess it's just life coming between us. You know, it's looking a little reflective. So I'm glad you joined the club. I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time. At first I was a bit doubtful that when you told me it was about literature. But hey, I guess it just goes to show that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. She googles as I frown. Did I say something funny? Nice pun. Did you even realize? Pun? You mean about the book comment? Oh, and it's and it's a literature club. Jeez, looks like the club's pretty really starting to rub off me, isn't it? Sayuri might be known as a bit of an airhead, but sometimes she can really notice things that others don't. I wonder, what's it really like inside her head? I don't even want to think about it because original game. I haven't changed at all, Mello. You always knew how to make me laugh. I blushed slightly. I never really known to how to react to that compliment, especially when it's someone from the opposite sex. No boy I've ever met has gone shy just from receiving a compliment. Well, every boy I met has gone at least a little shy from receiving a compliment. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm glad I'll still be able to do that. And I'll be honest though, I didn't think I'll make so many new friends by joining the club. Well, they're really a nice bunch. I'm not surprised. Yeah, pretty warm welcome. She nods contentedly. Anyways, let's see what the future holds. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. These girls are interesting characters, aren't they? Different personalities and variety of writing styles. Yet they're all united under the same club. I briefly wondered how Monica found them all. In just 2 days, I feel like progress with each other. I feel like I made progress with each member. Oh, by the way, I know that there's like a little bit of like these backstories in DDLC Plus, so we're gonna have to check those out when we get the original game, or DDLC Plus, that is. I need to know you and Natsuki actually getting to talk to Monica a little bit, and of course reuniting with my old friend. I would have never guessed that this would all come from joining the club. But hey, I'm not complaining. And I just hope that my writing improves over time, so I can write poems to a standard more like theirs. Speaking of which, there's work to be done tonight. Let's do this. God, these are so adorable. God, I never get old. I never get tired of these. Whoever came up with that, they're a genius. And this music still haunts me. Well, we're gonna leave it there for now. We're gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to edit this as soon as I can, so I can actually like keep on going. Otherwise, I won't be able to. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys as soon as I can. And as always, take care. God, this music is too fucking good.